Hello everyone, you are welcome to Mathematics Tour. In this video, I will solve the Cambridge Primary Checkpoints Paper 1 written in October-November 2023. My apology goes to my subscribers that this is coming very late. Okay, the schedule was very tight. I was busy with IDCSE past papers. So let's jump into the first question. Before then, as usual, if you are seeing this channel for the first time, please kindly subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. Also, like, comment, and share this video. If you are a returning viewer and you are yet to subscribe, I think I've been able to convince you to some extent. Please kindly subscribe to my channel and support my mission. So let's go into the first one. Around 3.47 to the nearest whole number. 3 is the whole number here, and 4 is the decider. Okay, so the decider is not up to 5, so we're going to round off, and that will be 3. So calculate 5 over 2 lots of 8. This is the same as 5 over 2 times 8 over 1. Remember, this is paper 1, there is no calculator, so you can do 5 times 8. If you want, that will be 40 divided by 2, and the answer will be 20. And if you like, you can reduce this. So 2 goes in 2 once, 2 goes in 8 4 times. Then you see have 5 times 4, that will be 20. Question 3, write 15 out of 25 in the simplest form. 5 goes in 15 3 times, 5 goes in 25 5 times. So that will be 3 out of 5. Question 4, here are some points marked on a coordinate grid. So write the letters of all the points that are closer to the x-axis than they are to the y-axis. So look at this point A. So if you join this to the y-axis and join this to the x-axis, okay, so this is now closer to x. And if you do the same thing for this point B and this, you can see that it's not closer to x as well. For point C, if you do this and you join this again, so if you look at it very well, you see that point C is closer to x compared to y. Okay, and if you want to count, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so point D will be from here. Okay, let's join it to this one to x, and if you do this, okay, I think this looks like a square, so I think they are very equal here. Okay, so you can check that. So another one will be this from E, okay, to x, and from E to y axis. Of course, it's closer, E is closer to x axis than y axis. So I have only 2 points. That is points C and E respectively. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 5. Complete these statements. Okay, so I have a playlist of videos on YouTube on integers, so you can visit the playlist if you are struggling with anything that has to do with integers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and even temperature scale. So I have a playlist of videos on YouTube channel. Okay, so this, when you have two numbers with similar signs, negative, negative, so you add them together, that will be 21. Okay, so you just pick the similar sign, which is minus 21 here. Okay, when you have different signs, you subtract 16 minus 5, that will be 11. Then you pick the sign before the bigger number. So we have 16 and we have 5. So the sign before the bigger number is negative, so we'll pick negative. So the answer will be negative 11. Question 6, use a protractor and a ruler to draw an angle of 135. So this is construction. Okay, so you just have to take your ruler, okay, and protractor, then you can construct this angle. So for me, I'll just make use of a point. Okay, let's, instead of a ruler, I can easily draw a line like this. So this will be my line. Okay, so it's the same as using a ruler. Then I need to have a point where I want the angle to pass through. So I want the angle to pass through this. Okay, then I need a protractor. Okay, so instead of me using a ruler to draw this, so I've drawn a straight line since I'm using an application. Okay, so then let's pick the protractor. So we can easily bring this one here. So center at O. Okay, fine. So the center of the protractor should be at the center of the angle. Okay, then you can adjust this very well. This should be on 0. Okay, a little bit. Then let's take this up. Good. So it's at 0 now. Okay, so 135 will be from 0. I'm using the inner reading now. So this will be 0, then up to this place, that will be 135. Then if you want to use the outer reading, it will be from here, 0, then it will be 135. Okay, so you can pick any one. So let's pick this one. Okay, so 135 will be here. Okay, so for me, I can join this line, but for you, you have to use your ruler to measure, to rule this, right? So I can use a straight line like this. So this is the required angle. Then I can draw an arc like this, and this will be 135 degrees. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 7. So write 3 different prime numbers in the boxes to complete the statement. So to make it easy for you, you can write the prime numbers. Of course, the first prime number is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and so on and so forth. So if you want to have 23, okay, so you can take 17. So if you take 17 for instance now, so we are left with what? So we need to get 2 numbers that add up to, if you subtract 17 from 23, so look at it, 23 subtract 17, so here 1, here, so you have 6 left. So don't forget, you don't have calculator, so you have 6. Okay, so there is no way you can get 6 here, so that means 17 cannot be part of your answer here. Let's take another one, 13. So if you take 13 now out of 23, so you should have 2 numbers that add up to 10. Okay, so which is possible. So 3 and 7 will add up to 10. So that means you can have these 3 numbers. You can have 3, 7, and 13. Okay, so that is one option. Another option is when you pick 11. So if you subtract 11 from 23, so you should have 12 left. So you need to find 2 numbers that add up to 12. So of course, it's possible. That is 5 and 7. So 5 and 7. So you could say 5, add 7, then add 11. So that would be another option. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 8. Here is a square drawn on a coordinate grid. Okay, so here we are, the square is translated. Okay, so the new coordinate of point D are -4 and 2. X equals to -4, y is equals to 2. So that means this is the new point of point D. So that means you go up. Okay, that is the implication. How many times? 1, 2, 3. You go up 3 times. So write down the new coordinate of point B. So for point B, you have to go up 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So it should be here. That is x equals to -1 and y is equals to 5. So you have -1, 5 here. Question 9. Draw a ring around all the calculations that are equivalent to this expression. So you have 3 times 50 plus 7. So you don't have to work it out. You just have to apply mental mathematics skills. Okay. So this will be 50. Yes, correct. So we have 50. We have 50. We have 7 there. We have 7 here. But we don't have 6 here. So this is not correct. So then the next one will be this. We have 7 here. We have 7 there. So we have 50 here. We have 50 here, which is 25 times 2. So this is correct. Okay. So we have 50 times 6. We have 50 times 6 from here. Then add 7, which is correct. So the next one is 100. So can we get 100 here? 100 times 3 plus 7. So let's see how we can get 100 times 3 will be 300. So can we get 100 from here? Yes. So this one, it will be 25 times 2. It will be 50. Okay, so from this 6, you can split it into 3. That is 2 times 3. So from there, you can multiply 50 by 2. So that means we have 103. So that will be 3 times 100. Okay, then add 7, add 7. So this one too is also correct. So these are the two expressions we have. So here you have 25 times. So this one is not correct at all. Okay, so because it's not the same as this. If you want to break it down, so this is going to be like 25 times 2 here. That will be 50. So I'm going to have 50 then times 3. So that is, I split 6 into 2 by 3. So if you now multiply 25 by 2, you have 50. Okay, so you're left with 50 times 3. Then you still have times 9 again. So this is going to be a very big number. So these are the two correct options. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 10. So here are 4 calculations. Draw a ring around the calculation that gives the largest answer. You do not need to work out the answers. Okay, for this one, these and these are similar. So these and these are similar. So of course, if you have something like 2.3, okay, so it's the same as 2.30. So if you are a little bit confused, okay, regarding when it comes to decimal numbers, although it is not ideal to pronounce this as 2.30, but you can always unofficially pronounce it like that, so for you to get the correct answer. So this is 2.3, which I can pronounce as 2.30 unofficially. Okay, and if you have 0 at the end of any decimal number, you know it doesn't count, so I can cancel it. Okay, so 2.3 is the same as 2.30. Okay, so now I have 7.2 here multiplied by 4. So 4 is common to these two expressions. So I need to compare this and this. So which one is bigger? So for me to get this correctly, so I can pronounce this unofficially as 7.20, and this will be 7.9. Of course, 20 is greater than or bigger than 9, so that means this one is bigger. Okay, so this one is bigger than this. Okay, so that means I will select this as the bigger one. Okay, so between this and this, which one is bigger? So also I have 1.70, so to say, and here I have 1.72. Okay, so of course 72 is bigger than 70, so I will choose this one. Okay, so that is the technique I'm using. Now, between this and this, which one is bigger? So don't say because you have 39 here and you have 4 here, so this is bigger. No. So before you can compare them, the two numbers must have something in common. Okay, just like this and this, what they have in common is multiplied by 4. So for these two, what they have in common is multiplied by 39. So let's compare these two now. So before you can compare them, they should have something in common. So I want to write 17.2 times 4. Let's say I want to write 17.2 as 1.72. So what I will do is this. I will divide 17.2 by 10, okay, and I will multiply 4 by 10. You can see it will still be the same thing. So take for instance now, if I have 2, for instance now, if I say 2 divided by 10, and multiply by 10. You see, nothing has changed because I divided by 2, okay, and I multiply by 10. So it will return back to 2. So that is it. So here, I will divide this by 10, okay. To balance it, I will multiply this by 10. So if I divide this by 10, so this return to the decimal point will shift backward. So it will turn to 1.72. So it will now be times what? Times 40. This is what I'm going to have here. So why this one will be 1.72 times 39. So you can see that this one, they have something in common now. That is 1.72, 1.72. So which one is bigger now? This one is being multiplied by 40, while this one is being multiplied by 39. So this is the largest number among these four. So that is the trick you can use to get your answer. Okay, so let's go to the next one. That's question 11. So here is a sketch of a cube. So not drawn to scale. The area of one face is 9 centimeters squared. So calculate the total surface area of the cube. Since all the faces are equal, okay, so and the area of a face is 9 centimeters squared. So the area of the total surface area will be 6 times 9 centimeters squared, and that will be 54 centimeters squared. Okay, so number 12, here is a set of angles. Here is a set of angles. Draw a ring around 3 angles that add together to make a straight line. So that means we need 3 angles that add up to 180 degrees. So if we pick 90, for instance, so we don't have two numbers that add up to 90, so it can be this. If we pick this one, 100, so we need to find two numbers that add up to 80. So we have 45 and 35, they add up to 80. So I'll circle this, and this. Question 13, that's the next one. So let's scroll down. Okay, the perimeter P of an equilateral triangle with side length S is written as this. Find the value of P if S equals to 12. So that means we're going to have 12 add 12 add 12. So definitely that's going to be 36. That will be the perimeter. Part B, two identical equilateral triangles are joined together to make a new shape. So draw a ring around the correct expression for the perimeter D of the new shape. Okay, so we have 4 sides. They are identical. So the implication is that this side will be equals to this side, okay, because this and this are identical, and of course parallel sides or opposite sides are similar. So this will be this, and then this will be this. Okay, so that means we're going to have this as the correct option. Okay, so this will be the correct option. The perimeter is addition of the 4 sides. So number 14, here are 4-digit cards. Use all 4-digit cards to complete the boxes to create the calculation with the smallest possible whole number answer. So since you want to get the smallest, okay, that means you must divide. You try to divide by the largest. Probably we'll put 6 here. Okay, so that is the first trick, and the smallest number should be here. We'll put 3 here. Okay, now we have 4 and 5 left. Okay, so since we are dividing by 6, so you have to consider the rule of divisibility of 6. So a number is said to be divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. So a number is divisible by 2 if it is if the number ends with an even number. So that means the last digit should be an even number here. So 4 should be here. Okay, and a number is said to be divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. So if I put 5 here now, so let's see, 3 add 5, that is 8. 8 add 4, that is 12. So the sum of the digits is 12, and 12 is divisible by 3. So the answer will be 3, 5, 4, and 6 here. So that is the solution there. Let's go to the next question. That will be question 15. Here are five cards with a white or gray shape drawn on them. Okay, Mia picks one card at random. So the letters A, B, and C describe three different events. The first event is Mia picks a card with a gray card. So the second event is Mia picks a card with a white shape, and the event C, the third one, is Mia picks a card with a square. Write the events A, B, and C in the order of probability, starting with the lowest. Okay. So for event A, Mia picks a card with a gray shape. Don't forget, probability is equals to 1, okay, over all. So that is the formula for probability. So for this first event, we want all the shapes that are gray. So we have 2, okay, out of 2, which is 5. Okay, so the second one will be all the shapes that are white. That will be 3 out of 5. And the third one will be all the shapes that are square. So just have only one. So we have 1 out of 5. So the least among them will be 1 out of 5. So I'll put 1 out of 5, which is for C. I'll put C here. Then followed by A. Okay. And then followed by this. That is B. So let's go to the next question. Pierre picks one card at random. Tick this sign for all the pairs of events that are mutually exclusive. Okay, so two events are said to be mutually exclusive if they cannot occur at the same time. Okay, so they cannot occur at the same time. Okay, so that is what you should take note. That is mutually exclusive events. It means events that cannot happen at the same time. That is the meaning. Okay, so let's look into this now. Pierre picks a white shape. Okay, picks a white shape from here. You can see that we have 3 objects there, right? Good. Okay, so that is the first event. So the second one picks a gray shape. Okay, so of course they cannot happen at the same time. Okay, because for the gray now, okay, if you pick a gray, so you can pick you cannot pick a white at the same time. Okay, so that means the two cannot occur at the same time. So that will be correct. And what makes that possible is this square here. Okay, so that is the main reason. So let's go. So we can take this one. This is possible. Okay, so we have mutually exclusive here. So the two cannot occur at the same time. Okay, let's go to the next one. Player picks a triangle, and then player picks a gray shape. Okay, so if he picks a triangle, so it can be this. Okay, and at the same time it can be a gray shape. Okay, so that means these two can happen at the same time. So if he picks a triangle, okay, so it can as well pick a gray shape, because the triangle could as well be gray. Okay, so this is not so that means the two can occur at the same time. Okay, so this is they are not mutually exclusive. Okay, so for this one now, pair picks a circle. Okay, then player picks a triangle. Okay, so the two cannot occur at the same time, so they are mutually exclusive. Then the last one, player picks a square, and Pierre picks a white shape. So for this, the two, if you look at it here, so the square is white. Okay, so picking the white shape and picking the square can occur at the same time. Okay, so it's possible. Okay, so they can occur at the same time. So this will not be the two events will not be mutually exclusive. Okay, so we just have the first and the third. Okay, so let's go to the next question. So that will be, I think, question 16. So baby Gabriela's length is measured every 2 months. Okay, so here is a line graph showing her length. So this is a baby Gabriela's length. Okay, so that's the length. So baby Gabriela is 78 centimeters long when she is 12 months old. Plot this information and complete the line graph. Okay, so that's 78, 12 months will be this. Okay, so it will go up, and 78 centimeters will be somewhere here. So if you look at this now, this is 50 and this is 60. So that means you have 10 divided by 4. That is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5. So that will be 2. Each line will be 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 78 will be, this is 70, 72, 70, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78. Okay, so very close to 80 if you observe very well. Okay, so we just have to do this. Okay, so we want to plot the point here, it will be here. So let's plot the point here. So this will be the point there. Okay, okay, so and if you want to join this together, to just go up like this. Okay, but this is the point we have here. So the month is 12. Okay, and then the length is 78. Okay, so having done that, draw a ring around the age range when baby Gabriela grew the most. Okay, so which one has the longest part? Okay, so if you look at this one here, it will be from 0 to 58. Okay, so that will be 58. Okay, for this region, that will be 58. That will be the length. So for this now, it will be, this will be 64. So the length will be 4. So I think this is the longest one. So just pick this from 0 to 2 months. Okay, so that will be the correct answer. So the next question will be question 17. Carlos draws a shape made of squares. He shades part of this shape. Carlos says 50% of the shape is shaded. Okay, so we are asked to take that sign to show if Carlos is correct and explain how you know. Okay, if you look at the diagrams here, so you may want to count the total number of boxes. Okay, so it's possible. And another thing is to check like this. So we can divide it into some segments. We have one, so I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if you inspect this, so from this shape now you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 by. So we have how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only 2 columns are shaded here, so they are not even here. So the same thing, they are not even here. So the same thing, they are not even here. So they are not even here as well. They are not even here as well. So that means 50% of the shape is not shaded. So that is one thing you could do. Another thing you could do is to count the total number of shapes you have here. For the first one, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5 columns. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4 rows. So this will be 20. So this will be 20. This will be 20. This will be 20. This will be 20. So everything will be 100. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that is 40. Okay, boxes are shaded. So you can say that no. Okay, then write the reason. Okay, so that will be because the half of the shape is not shaded, or you can just say 40 out of 100, sorry, 100 boxes, okay, shaded. Okay, so that's it. Or you can just say because half of the total number of boxes, okay, is not shaded. Okay, so that's another thing you could say. So let's look into another question. That will be question 8. So here is part of a sequence. We have 1.04, 1.06, 1.04, 1.02. So it's like you're subtracting 0.02. So write the next two numbers in this sequence. This will be 1.00. Then if you subtract 0, if you subtract 0.02, so the next one will be 0.98. Okay, so you want to be sure by doing this minus 0.02. Okay, so this is not possible. You borrow 1 from here, you are left with 0. Add 1 to this to make it 10. You borrow 1 from here, you are left with 9. Add 1 to this to make it 10. 10 minus 2, 8. So 9 minus 0, you have 9, then point this. Okay, this calculator is not allowed. Okay, so the next question will be this. Here is a recipe for making strawberry milkshake. Okay, Chen uses the recipe to make strawberry milkshakes for his friends. He has 56 strawberries, 1.5 liters milk, 20 ice cubes. Calculate the maximum number of strawberries milkshakes Chen could make with his ingredients. Show your working. Okay, so what you can do here is to firstly convert this. Let's have the same units. Okay, for sorry, we have 56. We want to produce 66 berries. Okay, let's start with these liters. We have 1.5 liters of milk, and what is the unit here? Milliliter. So 1.5 to milliliter will be 1000. Okay, 500 milliliters. Okay, so if you divide it by the one you have here, which is 250, so that means this will give us 6. Okay, so if you look at the ice cubes, okay, you have 2 and you have 20 here. So if you divide 20 by 2, you get 10. Okay, and the last one is strawberries. We have 56, and how many did you produce there? 8. So if you do 56 divided by 8, that will be 7. Okay, so the one that will go round, because 6 is here, you can see 6 here, and you can see 6 here. So that means it can only produce 6. So that is what you can have here. Okay, so let's go to the next question. That will be question 20. So here are 3-digit cards, 2, 5, 7. Okay, use all the 3-digit cards to make the largest possible number. Okay, so here you have to apply BODMAS. So we are starting with bracket first. Okay, then this. So how do you place the numbers? Okay, so you have to be very careful. So you need to have the highest number here. So because you are multiplying this, so how can you have the highest number here? Is by putting 7 here and put 2 here. So if you say 7 minus 2, that will be 5. So if you put 7 and 5, that will be 2, so it will reduce the number, okay? And if you put 5 and 2 here, that will be 3, okay? So you need to get the highest number here, okay? That will be 7 minus 2, so of course this will be 5. So you have 5, 7, 2 here. Question 21. Here are 2 empty bottles, not drawn to scale. Naomi pours water with a volume of 600 milliliters into bottle A. Bottle A is now half full. So that means the full volume will be 600 times 2. So that will be the capacity of bottle A, 600 milliliters times 2. Okay. So Naomi then pours half of water in bottle A, that is 300 milliliters. So that is the half of the water in bottle A. Okay, so that is 300 milliliters. So Naomi pours 300 milliliters, okay, into bottle B. That is the meaning of this sentence. Okay, and bottle B is now half full. So that means the full length will be 300 multiplied by 2. So that is the solution. So the capacity of bottle A will be 1,200 milliliters from 600 milliliters times 2. And the capacity of bottle B will be 600 milliliters from 300 multiplied by 2. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 22. A bag contains red, white, and black beads only. There are 8 beads in the bag altogether. Mike picks one. Look at it. You have to be very careful. One bead from the bag at random. There is an even chance of picking a black bead. So what is the meaning of this sentence? It means there is a 50%, okay, chance of a black bead to be chosen or selected, right? So that is half of the population. So that means for you to have half of the population, so the number of beads must be half of this total. So that means the number of black bead rather must be half of the total. So we can say B for black, it will be equals to 4. That is the implication. So I can put 4 here for black. Then another statement is there is a greater chance of picking a red bead than a white bead. So out of 8, 4 has gone to black. So that means red and white have only 4 to share between them. And from this statement, there is a greater chance of picking a red, okay, bead than white bead. That means you cannot have 2. So red must be more than white. So that means red will be 3 and white will be 1. So that is the solution. Very interesting. Question 23. Write a number in the box to complete this statement. Okay, so a number multiplied by 5 gives 3 out of 4. So this is the forward movement. Okay, so if you move backward like this, that is the inverse, it will be this 3 over 4, okay, divided by 5 will give us the missing number here. So that will be 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 over 5, and that will be 3 by 1 gives 3, 4 by 5 gives 20. So that means the missing number here is 3 out of 20. Question 24. 2 identical circles are cut in half. The 4 pieces are arranged to make a new shape of width 12 centimeters. This is the new shape. Write the height of the new shape. Okay, so we have 2 I can say, okay, is this up to half? Okay, yes, we have 2 semicircles. This is a semicircle and this is another semicircle. So we have 2, and the length is 12 centimeters. Okay, from this, I can get the diameter of a semicircle. So the diameter of a semicircle will be 12 over 2, and that will be 6 centimeters. So from there, the radius of a semicircle will be 6 centimeters divided by 2. That will be 3 centimeters. Okay, so from there, you can get the height. So the height will be from here to here, that is radius, one radius. So from here to here, that is another radius. Then from here to here, that is another radius. That means the height is made up of 3 radii. So we can say the height equals to 3 times 1 radius, and that will be 9 centimeters. So that is the height of the new shape formed from these half semicircles. So I can write 9 centimeters here. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 25. Points A, B, and C are plotted on the coordinate grid. Write the coordinates of the middle point on the line joining A and B. Okay, so first of all, let's join A and B together. So if you draw a line from B to A like this, or from A to B, okay, so you have 2 options. You can just count the distance between the x values. Okay, so the x values are -2, and then the x values are 1 and 3. Okay, if you trace this one down here, okay, so the mid number will be 2. That means x is equals to 2. That is the mid number. Then for y, you can do the same thing. Y is equals to -2 here, and y is equals to +4 here. So you can count the distance between -2 and +4. So the mid will be the middle will be the mid number. Okay, so if you count from here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the middle will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the mid of the y values. So that is y equals to 1. So y is equals to 1. So this will be the coordinates, okay, of the this will be the coordinates of the middle point on the line joining A and B. So this is one approach. So another approach is to make use of the formula method, that is x will be equals to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Okay, and in this case x1 is 1, okay, plus x2 is 3. So if you divide the sum of this by 2, you still get x to be equals to 2. So the same thing for y. Y will be equals to y1. Y1 is -2 plus y2 is +4. If you add them together and divide by 2, you still have 2 out of 2 and you get 1. So you can use any method of your choice. So x equals to 2, y equals to 1. Part B, ABCD is a square. Write the coordinates of the point D. Okay, so to form a square, let's join this together. So we can draw another line from B to C. Okay, now to get the coordinates of point D for sure will be somewhere around here, but we need to draw a line, okay, and measure the angle at which it goes to point D from point C. So you know that a square has 4 right angles. So that means point C will extend to point D at an angle of 90 degrees, and the length must be equals to length of side AB. So for that reason, we're going to need a ruler and a protractor. So let's pick this ruler, then I can reduce this. Okay, then I also need a protractor. So I can also reduce this as well. Okay, so let's place the protractor such a way that the center of the protractor will be on point C, okay, and then it will be at 0 degree like this. Okay, fine. Then I can now pick the ruler. So first of all, I need to measure the length of AB, because it must be equals to length CD. So if I adjust this like this, okay, good. So I can bring the reading here. So let's adjust this to, okay, I can do it like this. Okay, so if you measure this, is from A, it is on 0, and here is 7. So that means AB is 7 centimeters. So I just have to place this at 90 degrees. Okay, so let's set this. Sorry, this should be at 0. Okay, good. Then the ruler now, I should place it at 7. Okay, then at 90 degrees. Good. So let's adjust this a little bit. It has to slide down. 7 should be on point C. Okay, good. Okay, so I need to shift this a little bit. Sorry. So let's place it again. 7 here, and this has to, no, I need to pick it and interchange the reading. Okay, is the okay? Okay, let's try to do this. Okay, we are good now. So center 0 at point C now is okay. Okay, then we'll try to measure 90, follow 90 degrees. Okay, good. So this is at 90 now. Okay, and it is here from 0 to 7. It will be here. Okay, and it follows angle 90 degrees. So I can write here. So this will be the point. Okay, so I can remove this. So point D will be here. Of course, we can get the coordinates of point D now. X equals to -3 and y equals to +6. Okay, so if we join the point together, so we're going to have your square like this. Okay, so let's go down and write the coordinates. It's going to be -3 against +6. So let's go to the next question. Question 26. Lily has 4-digit cards. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lily uses the cards to make a 3-digit number that is divisible by 6. Write all the different numbers Lily could make. To get all the numbers Lily could form, you have to put into consideration 2 things. The first one is the rule of divisibility of 2 and the rule of divisibility of 3, because a number is said to be divisible by 6 if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. So that is when the number will be divisible by 6. Okay, so if you want to form a 3-digit number, you can have 3 boxes. So let's say this is box 1, the second one, and the third one. Okay, so if you want to form a 3-digit number that will be divisible by 6, that means 4 and 6 must be the last digit. That is the first condition, because if 4 and 6 are not the last digit, then the number will not be divisible by 2, and once it is not divisible by 2, it can never be divisible by 6. So that means 4 and 6 could only be the last digit. Okay, so I'm going to do the first one where 6 is the last digit. Okay, so I'll put 6 here. So if 6 is here, okay, so that means I have met the condition of what? Rule of divisibility of 2. Then I have to meet the condition for rule of divisibility of 3. A number is said to be divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits, okay, is divisible by 3. Now, so that means the other 2 numbers must be added to 6, and the sum must be divisible by 3. So I have 6, then I can't, so I have 3 options. I have 3, 4, and 5, for instance. Okay, so if I want to combine any of these 3 numbers, okay, to pick any 2, so that the sum here will be a number that is divisible by 3. Okay, let's see. If I pick 3 and 4, so 3 and 4 we add up to 7. 7 add 6, that will be 13. So that means 3 and 4 cannot be here, whether you start with 3 or 4. So it cannot, the digits formed from this combination will not be divisible by 3. So that means none of 3 and 4 could be here. So so 3 and 4, let me cancel them out. Let me cancel them, so they cannot be there. So let's pick 3 and 5. If I pick 3 and 5, so 3 and 5 add up to 8. 8 plus 6, that will be 14. 14 is not divisible by 3. So that means 3 and 5 cannot be here. So the only option left is 4 and 5. So if I have 4 and 5, they add up to 9. 9 plus 6, 15. So 15 is divisible by 3. That means I can have 4 and 5. So the first option will be starting with 4. So I have 4, 5, 6. Then the second option will be starting with 5, 5, 4, 6. So these are the two numbers I can form from here. Now let's go to the other one. So where 4 is the last digit. If 4 is the last digit, okay, so that means these three numbers, 3, 5, and 6, could be arranged here, and we'll get the necessary numbers. Now let's start with 3 and 5. If I put 3 and 5 here, okay, so it will not work out, right? Because it failed here, okay. But let's still try it. 3 add okay, sorry, it should work. If you have 3 add 5, that will be 8. 8 add 4, that will be 12. Okay, fine. So that means the sum of the three digits, the sum of the digits will be divisible by what? By 3. So I can start with I have two options. I can start with 3, so that will be 3, 5, 4. Then the second option will be 5, 3, 4. Okay, so that is the combination of 3 and 5. So let's see another one we could combine. We can combine 3 and 6. 3 and 6 add up to 9. 9 add 4 will be 13. 13 is not divisible by 3, so that means we cannot use 3 and 6. Okay, so the last option will be 5 and 6. Okay, so 5 and 6 we add up to 11. 11 add 4 will be 15. So 15 is divisible by 3. So that means we can have 6 and 5 here. So the first option will be starting with 6. We have 6, 5, 4. Then the second option will be starting with 5, 5, 6, 4. So these are the numbers you can form these are the numbers Lily can form. Okay, so it will be 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 6, 3, 5, 4, 5, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 4. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question 27. Yuri arranges 4 identical right-angled triangles to make a square. Calculate the area of the shaded square. Okay, so this is the first right-angled triangle. So this is the second one. So this is the third one, I mean the white part, and this is the third one. So if you observe very well, you see that each side of the shaded square is the hypotenuse side. Okay, so this is the hypotenuse for this triangle, this is the hypotenuse for this triangle, and this is the hypotenuse for this triangle, and this is the hypotenuse for this triangle. Okay, so if I denote the side of the shaded square by h, so that means the area of this shaded square will be h times h, that is h square, as we know, that is length times length, right? Good. So if we have this, I can find the value of h here by using what? This particular right angle triangle here, that is Pythagoras theorem. So if I draw this, okay, so this will be the right angle here, so this will be 2 centimeters, and this will be 4 centimeters. So let's find the hypotenuse. Okay, so this is h here, so it will be h squared equals to 2 squared plus 4 squared. So h squared will be equals to 2 times 2, 4, plus 4 times 4, 16. So h squared is equals to 20, okay, centimeters. So there's no need to find the square root because actually we need h squared, which is the area of this shaded square, okay. So that is 20 centimeter squared. So that will be the answer of this to this question, okay. So let's go to the next question. Question 28. Write a single digit in each box to complete the statement. 6 tens. So 6 tens will be 6 like this. Then 308 hundredths. That means we are dividing. It means 308 over 100. That's the meaning. So it will be 1, 2. This will be 3.0. That is 3 units. 3.08. So don't forget that this is tens. So this is units. So that means I have 63 here. Okay. Then I have 0.08. Then I have 47,000. That will be 47 divided by 1,000. Okay. So it will be 1, 2, 3. The decimal point will be here. So you fill up this with 0. That means I have 0.047. Okay, so if I add this together, this will give me, so you can put 0 here for just to complete this, okay, and you can leave it without writing the 0 there. So this will be 7. So 8 add 4, that will be 12. You write 2, you keep 1, then 0 add 0, 0, then 0 add the 1 you kept. So that will be 1. It will be 0.127, 0.127. So that is the solution to that question. So question 29. A chef wants to buy a large amount of flour. The 6 bags of flour he could buy are shown in this scatter graph. They are labeled A to F. Okay, so write the letter of the bag of flour that has the lowest price for each kilogram. Okay, so for each kilogram, so the lowest price will be this. Okay, if you trace it to this one, so this is the lowest. Okay, so that will be letter F. So for each kilogram here, the price will be the lowest for point F. So it will be $1, okay, or $1 compared to other points. For point C now, for each kilogram here, it will be 1, 2, 3. That is $3 like that. Okay. So let's go to the next question. Write the letters of 2 bags. Okay. So take note of these 2 bags of flour where the price for each kilogram, look at this statement is very important. So where the price for each kilogram is the same. Okay, so don't be carried away by this. Some students could pick this because the price of D here is about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so D is $6 and E is also $6. So that is not what the question asked you. Okay, so you were asked to find points where the cost price of 1 kilogram, okay, 1 kg will be equal, okay, in the for the 2 points. Okay, so if you look at point C, so just like what I told you, so you have the, let's see how many points how many lines do you have here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and here you have that's the horizontal lines. You have 1, 2, 3 for the vertical, and the horizontal lines are also 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 lines here. So let me just draw some lines here. So for point C, I will draw this and this. Okay, so here is going to be 3 kilograms. Okay, will be 3 kilograms will be equals to what's it called, $3 let's say. Okay, for this, So this is what I have here. So, and I can reduce this to 1 kilogram, $1. Okay, so I can simplify this to that. So let's look for another point where you could have something like that. So let's see point D. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's join this one like this. You count 6. Okay, that's 6 kilograms. So if you draw another one like this, so let's see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I have 6 kilograms against $6. Okay, so you are going to have the same amount, okay, for the price of 1 kg for these 2 points. Okay, so if you take another point now, okay, of course that is going to be different. Take for instance now, so the correct answer to this question will be point C and D, but I just want to show you another thing. Let's say you want to look into point A, for instance. Now you draw a line from here, okay, then you draw a line down here. So the implication of this is that 1 kg will be equals to how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, equals to $11. So if you do for others too, so you're not going to get equal value for what? For this price of 1 kg rather than this and this. So for point C and D respectively. So I'll write C and D here. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 30. So this is semi-final. So we have one left. So here is a grid with 2 symbols. We have this and this. So if the total, okay, each symbol represents a whole number, the totals of each of the columns and 2 of the rows are shown. Complete the missing row total. Okay, this particular one here. Okay, so what we need to do is to find the value of each of these 2 symbols. So if this first row add up to 12, okay, and these are identical, so that means this symbol will be, the value of this symbol will be 12 divided by 3, and that will be 4. It is obvious. Okay, so let's go to the second row. We have these 2 symbols there, and we found that to be 4. So let's put 4 here, 4 here. So that will add up to 8. Okay, so 13 subtract 8, that will be 5. So that means this symbol is 5. So I need to confirm that. So let's check this column. So 4 add 4, that is 8. 8 add 5, that is 13, is correct. So let me confirm this one too. 5 add 5, 10. 10 add 4, 14. So I'm sure this symbol is 5. So I can say 5 add 5 will be 15. So the missing box will be 15. So the last question, question 31, Safia chooses a number with 3 digits. She multiplies her number by 100. The answer also has 3 digits. Write a number Safia could choose. So here, you know from the mental mathematics, when you multiply a number by 100, okay, so the decimal point shifts or moves to the right hand side twice. Okay, so the implication is that you need any number that is that has 2 decimal places. Take for instance, you have 1.45. okay, so if you multiply 1.45 by 100, so of course the decimal point will shift twice, 1 and 2, so we're going to have 145. That's 145, which is also a 3 digits. So you can choose any number that has 2 decimal places. So for me, just pick 4.78. okay, so that's what I'll put there, and I'm okay with that. So this is the end of the solution to paper 1 of Cambridge Primary Checkpoints, written in October 2023. Watch out for the part 2 in the next few days.